recording again because the last one went to audio record. So I want to be able to share something that I shared with them out in Fairfield that I thought was very, very important for you guys, because a lot of people have a problem with closing people, right? And it comes mostly from fear. And I found these two quotes from fear that I thought just literally were epic comments about fear, and I wanted to share them with you guys because I shared them with them out there, and they were all taking pictures, and it was pretty funny. So I'm going to share this with you guys today. So guys, check this out. It says, double your rate of failure. You're thinking of failure as the enemy of success, but it isn't. Thomas Watson. Failure is the raw material required for the production of success. Now, this was the one that got me, the fear of rejection. How many of you hate the fear of rejection, right? So at your funeral, statistics show that there will be an average of 10 people crying, of whom only 5 will attend the burial if it's raining. Do you really care what they think? And guys, I don't know about you, but that really touched me, because I realized that we all get into that form of rejection, but then that's what slows us down. It's like, I don't know if you guys have ever read the book Red Ocean, Blue Ocean. Like, I've shared this with you before. We're in a blue ocean, but most people keep themselves in a red ocean. Why? Because they feel like their failures at this are not keeping them engaged. And so, you know, there's a lot of things that can go on that can keep you distracted. And you know what? I'll tell you what really drove me. Like this past weekend, and both of our businesses, our coaching business, we have 8 funnels getting ready to run. And I mean, guys, there's a lot of stuff that we got going on, and I could very easily get distracted. So Lisa and I made a commitment to not be distracted, to be intentional about our schedule. So I want to challenge you guys today to be super, super, super intentional. Guys, get on LV coaching. If you haven't done the 14-day trial, do the 14-day trial. Get on. For some of you, I know your day is kind of winding down and 10 o'clock is too late for you, but get on the LV coaching call and see the success it's having for Pro 3s and Pro 5s and Pro 6s and Pro 4s, and how it's scaling their businesses and getting people back involved. Guys, I can tell you this. Lisa and I, as I said, have a lady that was in our organization back when we first started, under one of the first people I signed up, and he faded off into oblivious, and now she's ready to sign up again. So, okay. So there's an LV Atlanta Facebook group? Okay. Who said that? Jason? Okay. So Lisa just gave me some dates for you guys. Guys, just remember, LVA is the 3rd Saturday of every month unless we're in a corporate event. And even if it's a weekend. Yeah, and let me just tell you guys this. Marcel told us today that corporate events are going to cut back and they're going to push LVAs. So guys, please sacrifice one Saturday a month, guys. I'm doing it. I'm leaving my family and both of my businesses to go and teach. You guys, you want to know the most successful people are at those events, and they'll tell you they've never missed an event, you know. And so Building Depth is June the 7th and 8th in St. George, Utah. And LVA Atlanta Facebook group, those of you in Atlanta, Destiny, I see you're on here, Fred, Mitchell, and Wendy. Nice. And there's the LV Atlanta is going to be May the 18th. So they're going to put that in the rotation. And then LV training on YouTube. Honey, what does that say? LifeVantage channel?
Yeah, the LifeVantage channel has all of those videos that were from the LV Move app, remember? And if you pull it up.
So Lisa has found that there's Oh yeah, okay. Right.
This?
No. Oh, okay, yeah. So there's an LV channel on YouTube that you guys can find all of the interviews and all the videos, all the training videos. So
basically, welcome from Darren, who to talk to, 10 in motion,
yeah, I got it.
icebreakers,
Yeah, so all of that stuff is on there, and that's going to be inside the LV coaching also, from what I was talked to Rifry. So guys, go on and do your 14-day trial. Go to lvcoaching.com, do your 14-day trial. They got great swag like this awesome building depth hat on there, and just some awesome stuff, guys. You can learn it. Look, rather than spend a ton of money on personal development, get it from Q on LV coaching, guys. She challenges you. She asks you a bunch of questions. They give the LV the personal development that day that you want and that you get. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. I really want you guys to understand the importance of having an accountability partner, okay? You have to be intentional. One of the things that, and I'm going to finish with this. One of the things that I really want to challenge you guys with, from a standpoint of always doing what you say you're going to do, is I was listening to Marcel talk about this today, and something that really, I would say one of the biggest pieces for me during this LVA training was this piece right here, and I'm going to finish with this because I want you guys to kind of see what this is. And so this is something that we teach, and the more we teach it, the more effective it becomes. It's the core habits of an effective leader inside of LifeVantage. Everybody should be using a vitality stack, okay? I've only met one person that can't take a vitality stack, and that's my mom, because she's allergic to fish oil. Now, maybe you're allergic to one of the other things, but you should be able to take that. Guys, if you're not signing somebody up every month, it's because you're not using LV coaching. The Axio samples will get you guys. If you don't know what it does, if you get their email address, you can. There was people that are now taking my advice on this, and they're getting the person to pay for the samples. For $4.95, they get 3 samples. They pay $3.95 for a Monster or Rockstar. So they get 4 samples for $4.95, okay? And then you're increasing your PV. And then here you go, 15 minutes of Q every day on LV coaching. I love this. And guys, I'm guilty of it. People don't need a boss, they need a friend. Guys, go back and rebuild relationships with people. You know, I'm so grateful for all the people that have came back to LifeVantage. You know, Lori's on here, and Janice, her sister, and there's lists and lists. And my friend Susan down in West Palm Beach, and Danielle down in West Palm Beach. All these people are coming back to LifeVantage because they don't want to miss out, guys. That's why you just love people where they are. And I love this. Guys, follow the Building Depth Facebook group. Try to be on the calls when you can. Doesn't matter what works. It only matters what duplicates. I know, Chris is a big advocate of Ray Higdon. I know Mike is on. He's a big advocate of Ray Higdon. Guys, the tear-off sheets are 15 of them. And Daniel, you know what Daniel said to me about the tear-off sheets? He's like, bro, this is what got me to Pro 7 in a year. Why did I ever stop? Okay? Dean's on. Hey, Dean, can you do me a favor and unmute? Are you still on? Let me see if you're still. Dean, do me a favor. Tell the consistency of why you just fully went in to building depth, and what your experience was with consistency, and why when you were in Amway, that's what the consistency was and why it drew you to building depth. Why don't you share a minute or two about that?
Well, the consistency that I was involved with Amway for about 12 years was the core values you just put up. They never changed. They were been implemented for over 35 years in this group I was involved with. And when I looked at building depth, it had some of the same core values. Actually, most of them were involved because of who started building depth and the process that they went through. So it just made sense for me to stay consistent with one message. And you said that earlier. That's a big deal to me. When you've got one message, when you've got core values that are easy to follow, and the simplicity of building depth for me made it easier for me to kind of equate what I learned in Amway, which is the mother of all the mothership, I call it. And it just made it for me to simply to incorporate what building depth is doing. I really did. A light went off in my head. It was easier for me to make a decision to follow what got me to Pro 6. And like you said with Bernard, why did I ever stop? And when you stay consistent, like I'm doing right now, while I'm talking to you, I'm using a pad to write on and to consistently upgrade myself of what I need to do to be associated with building depth and reorganize myself thinking. Like I told you, what got me to Pro 6, what the success I had in the Amway business was that one message. And I believe that's what building depth does. I know that's what building depth does. So I appreciate you, first of all, allowing me to get on here and listening. I'm looking forward to that call at 10 o'clock also, man.
And guys, so I'll just share. Dean is a Pro 6 from. Are you from Houma?
I'm from Houma. Yep. New Orleans. Right. I live in New Orleans.
Who dat?
Yep.
And Dean is in Sonny and Chad's organization, and Sonny's going to be coming to Building Depth in June. So and some other people that you guys know are going to be coming that you're going to be surprised. So I'll just tell you, make a chance to be there, guys. Two big things coming up, and you guys know that with Building Depth and with Kansas City, it's going to be our 10th year anniversary. Do you guys think they're going to go over the top for us? So, yeah, man. Dean, thank you so much for sharing. Guys, and that last principle that I didn't share, but I wanted to share with you because I knew Dean was on and wanted to share with you guys really quick, is that you always do what you say you're going to do, and you always plug into the events. Guys, and I use this example because I believe it's truth, guys. When Lisa and I agreed to start over because we knew people got distracted and we knew business, we actually watched the Jobs movie, right? And we knew that Steve Jobs was fired from his own company and almost went bankrupt 5 times. But then you look at all the stuff, we were talking about it on the airplane, like all the stuff that Apple put out of business, the payphone, the beeper, the word processor, the camera, guys, the flipping camera, and the calculator, right? Like, okay, like, do you not think that when we know that there's people that still don't understand, you can't, I want to say this. If you start to hear the stuff about Joe McCord again, just block it out, guys. If his product was as good as he's saying, he would have patents. He doesn't have any patents. It's not reducing oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. It doesn't do all the stuff that this does, plain and simple. Or he would have not have charged 2 bottles for the price of 1 bottle of Protandim. If there's one thing that I've learned, and I want you guys to be super, super encouraged, you guys are in a blue ocean. You've heard me say this, but you guys are so special to be a part of this so early. We are 2 to 3 years away from momentum. And when it hits, it's going to go. And I remember Dr. Huey said, it was going to take 10 years, and we're at the 8-year mark. So about 2 more years, and we're going to go. So some people are, some will, some won't. So what? Who's next? Go back to all those people and say, look, I'm re-engaged. If that's you, I want you re-engaged with me. If not, I'm going to build with people, guys. Guys, Lisa and I plan on signing up hundreds of customers and distributors. I mean, we're both of our businesses, we're going all in, 100-100, not 50-50, 100-100. So I always like to do this before we're done. Does anybody have a comment or something they want to share before we stop the call? I always like to do this because I value every one of you guys so much, and I like to hear from you. So does anybody have a comment or something that maybe that they want to be vulnerable about, or whatever that may be before we go? Anybody want a comment?
Yeah, Mike, what's the name of the Steve Jobs movie?
Jobs.
Jobs?
Jobs, yep.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Watched it, Stacy. You're gonna love it, bro.
Okay.
Ashton Kutcher plays Steve Jobs. Super good. Anybody else? Comment? Something they want to share? No. Hey, Stacy, have you talked to Tracy lately?
I had contact with her 2 days ago. I think she's coming back from Mexico.
Okay. If you talk to her, will you tell her to call Lisa when she gets a chance?
I will turn around and do that.
Okay, cool. Guys, I'll see you Sunday night. Guys, let's finish this month strong. Let's do our 15 presentations. Let's do our posts on social media. Let's go into different groups every single day. Guys, map this in your schedule. Please map it in your schedule. Be intentional about it. Guys, all these rank advancements, God's no respecter of people. What he's doing for everybody else, he can do for you if you just put your mind to it. Build relationships constantly. I love you guys. Hopefully I'll see some of you in about 25 minutes on the LV coaching call. It's in the LV Freedom Fighters Facebook page. And if you go to the Building Depth page, it's on there too. I'm going to be interviewed by Ri-Fi tonight. So I'm super excited about that, guys. What's that? Lisa says we. Okay. Bye. Bye, guys. Love.